All right, a few things to be mindful of as you're UV unwrapping. So this object right here seems pretty simple. I've marked the seams along it. I'm just going to cut off the cap and then split the resulting cylinder down the middle. But there is a slight problem. If I hit U to unwrap this, you'll notice things don't quite look right. This circle in the middle looks far too small, and the polygons belonging to the cylinder look significantly too tall and narrow. The reason for this is that the scale has not been applied. As you see, it is scaled down significantly in the z-axis. So Control A, apply the scale, and then if we unwrap it again, you'll see that looks much nicer. Just going to grab that, move it down to the side, scale it down a bit. Again, that's hitting S to scale it, by the way. All right. Now for these, remember, only one of these was real. So I've cut the seam along it, going lengthwise. So what I'll do is I will apply this modifier, the mirror modifier. And that will make the other three cables real. Now, as you'll see, they all already have their seams. This is good. So I'll unwrap those, and you'll see we have two kinds here. We have the ones on the left side and the ones on the right side. These two are the ones on the left side, and I can tell because this end piece is a little bit narrower than the other side, and vice versa for the right side. So when it comes to these, I'm going to layer these two on top of each other and these two on top of each other, but I'm not going to layer all four of them on top of each other because these are mirrors of each other. As in, what is going down the right side on this will need to go down the left side on this. So that's just one other thing I wanted to cover. So then with this piece, what you need to be aware of is that as you are cutting it, oh, by the way, this little panel right here, you get that by hitting the N key within your 3D view. And then I can uncheck sharp so that I can see my seams more easily. Otherwise the sharp edges might cover them up. So real quick, I will cut off this plate here. Now, two things here. You'll notice that A, I haven't applied the scale, and B, the mirror of this object isn't being used to mirror one copy of it over to the other side. It's actually going to become one single mesh. So what we need to do before we actually unwrap it is we need to first apply that modifier. Then we can delete this edge in the middle, which is where it was mirrored. So I will dissolve those edges, shift my selection to vertices, and then dissolve those vertices. Now you'll see that our seams exist on both sides. I can apply the scale, and then I can unwrap it. Oh, looks like I forgot something here. Yep, I forgot to cut the inside edge of this. That inside edge right there, so I'll mark that seam, and we'll try this again. Much better. So now that whole thing has been unwrapped, I'm just going to move this off to the side. I'll put it back. Then what I'll do is, now that this has been properly unwrapped, I will duplicate it. Shift D, and then I'll hit X, and I'll move it across. Great. And then what I'll do is I can duplicate it again. Just click to leave it in the same spot, and I will negate its X transformation. Do the same thing to the other side. Or same thing to the far end. So now we have all four of these, and they all four have the same UVs. So when we edit them all together, we'll be able to select all of their UVs at once, and they'll all be identical. So then I already split this one up. I just need to apply the mirror. And then I can unwrap it. And then I can move this off to the side as well. Most of this will be overlapping just because these two sides can be identical and no one's really going to notice because you'll never see both of them at the same time. So with regards to the corrugated plates, again, I have to apply the mirror. And then no seams need to be cut on this one because it's one folded sheet. I can unwrap that right now and it'll be perfectly fine. Now when it comes time to overlap these, you need to keep one thing in consideration. It's okay to overlap these, but it's important that you understand which side is up. So if I synchronize my selections here, all right, looks like that's the top and here's the bottom. So the bottom edge in the UV view is actually the top edge here in the 3D view. What that means is that if we were to overlap these perfectly, whatever is on the top of one side, or the top, would be on the bottom of the other side. This is especially bad because I'm going to be putting the company's logo onto the sides of these containers. So if I don't rotate these UVs, or if I don't take this into consideration, then I run the risk of having the logo be right side up on one side and upside down on the other. And that would look bad. So what I need to do is I need to grab this one, hit R180, and then Shift Tab to enable snapping, and I can just grab and move it into place.